Live and direct, episode 2. No, you're on now, right now.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, no, we just filming, babe. So I'll shout you after.
Yeah, okay.
All right, love you. Right.
Bye.
Bye. Maybe you just start off saying what your plans are for competing now.
Okay. I have no idea. Right now, I think I wanted to compete next year. We spoke about it. I think the main focus and priority is life and business, everything going on. So the answer in a short story would be yes. Next year at some point, if we can get a nice productive off season in the way. We've been trying to master it over the last couple of weeks, but everything hasn't exactly gone to plan. So, like I said, hopefully back end of next year, everything will be in order. I'll get a nice little time to spend adding some good quality tissue, because the last thing we want to do is go on stage with no progress. So we're going to try and make sure that doesn't happen. So yeah, back end of next year, hopefully. If not, like I said, we're at no rush right now. The main thing is just prioritising what we need to focus on at the time being. We've literally been, in terms of like training, we've literally been talking about this today. This is practically my off season at the moment. But as I said, with complete honesty and transparency, it's not going to plan. Doesn't mean we're not attempting it, but as I said, at the moment, with business, with life, there's a lot of things going on. As everyone can imagine, I think the way everything is right now, certain things are difficult. So we're just trying to manage through that. Main thing for me is just getting food on point. Training, I think, is, how can we put it? It's like, it's a non-negotiable for all of us. Just turning up, making sure we're here at that same time. This is where we come each day. So
I think
training.
don't you think that I don't want to say we've become complacent, because I don't think it's that. But the fact that regardless of whatever happens, we're always here, we're always training to some capacity.
Yeah.
I feel like that being as self-aware as possible, it almost is hindering to our training, because it's just like coming to the gym and training is like getting up and having breakfast.
Yeah.
In the sense of, like, we just do it anyway. Whereas before it was like, right, you're X amount of weeks out, we've got this long of an off season, whatever it is. So training's been super progressive. Whereas now it's been very much like, it's been maintenance intensity wise anyway.
Well, I think that's because we don't have that direct goal.
Yeah.
Like, you're planning for your fight, I want to plan for my off season and my prep, but
Yeah.
when the goal's that far away, realistically we should aim for like short-term goals.
Yeah.
But as I said, because we don't have a specific goal with training right now, we train hard regardless.
Yeah.
But it's still not to the level that we know we can be training at full potential. So it's annoying, and it is a little bit frustrating, I guess, because we know what we need to do and we know how we should be training, but at least we're aware of it.
Yeah, I think probably, especially coming to the back end of the year, it gets like that anyway. Just with the gym's empty. Lads, look, just a little bit, we're trying to film. What was I saying?
Just back end of the year with training and whatnot.
Yeah, back end of the year, obviously you all probably know as well, gyms are quieter. And then like, I come in this morning and it's empty, and it just makes you know, like when you come on and then the energy's not there, and then it's like, we just chill then, and then that's it. So, but I think after Christmas, I think I think it shows the importance, and this is what we stress to clients and everyone. It shows the importance of having a routine and being consistent and dedicated to the routine. It might not be your best training sessions, you might not be motivated to do it, you might not feel like doing it, but as long as you get it done, like, we're still making progress, or at the very, very least we're maintaining. And obviously with where we're at in terms of our training, maintaining is more than good enough. But as we get into the new year, like I said, I'm going to be fighting in the next few months. We just got a sort of rough date set out today. Troy's going to get stuck into the off season properly, so we should be able to have a bit more direction with things. And in terms of me competing, so obviously off the back of the last video, the biggest questions are just sort of, are we going to compete, or am I going to come back to it? And the answer is,
Oh, it's a big question.
yeah,
you thought about that?
No, because I want to compete. Like, if it wasn't for the fertility issues and having to do this whole protocol, and obviously children being the priority, if it wasn't for that, I would still be competing. I'd be fucking 19 stone now, like I would be up full off season. So I can't say, as much as I'm enjoying everything I'm doing now, like, I still love bodybuilding. So if I'll compete is purely dependent on how quick children come. Because originally it was like, right, I'm going to sort it out, we'll have a kid, then I can get back to it. But then realistically, I'm not going to put my body through that to put myself back in this position where I need to come off everything again. And like I've been lucky this time around because everything sorted itself out. But you know, I've spoke to people and had a conversation with people who their fertility they haven't seen any improvements in their fertility, and they've got to go through all other stuff or potentially not even have kids. So it's like that risk is not worth it enough for me to.
Are you saying bodybuilding's not worth it?
Yeah, if you're trying to have kids, yeah. If you're trying to have kids and you have fertility issues, bodybuilding's not perfect. The moment I found out I had fertility issues, I stopped everything.
Yeah, it wasn't a question.
Yeah, stopped everything. And I love bodybuilding, that's what I'm saying. I love bodybuilding, I want to compete. I love it. But the moment I found that out, that's it. All drugs out, fertility protocols with a private clinic. I've spent about 10 grand on treatment and medication and whatnot. So that is the priority. And obviously in life, you've got to put things into priority in it. So children is that. I think in like the best case scenario, if we was had to have 2 to 3 children in quick succession, so maybe twins or triplets, I said it in the last video, that in my head, that would be perfect. It'd be mad, but it'd be perfect because then the next 2-3 years, right, is that, but I could get back to bodybuilding.
Yeah.
I'd still be like mid-30s. I could just about push it. But that's a thing as well. I'm 34 now. So it's like, right, by the time I have 2 to 3 kids, which is what we want, I'm going to be pushing 40.
And you want to enjoy the whole process. You don't want to be prepping, bringing up kids, and be, not saying you're not miserable, but you know what I mean? At the end of the prep, it's hard, and you want to enjoy that whole process.
But you know what I always had in my head? I want to win a show and then have like
kid on stage.
Yeah, so that's, but in the bigger, when I think about it, all the things that are...
you can do that over 50 soon.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. That's what Joe said. I spoke to Joe. It's like, listen, if we don't get back on track in terms of bodybuilding in the near future, we'll just jump in the Masters.
That's it.
And I reckon I got the genetics for that. So we'll see, man. But we just got a fight. Well, Nathan gave me a call this morning, asking if me and George were available end of March to fight. He's gonna put a show together off the back of us, essentially. And yeah, I'm down. My thing was, I said to Nate, I'm on it and I want to fight, but only if you say I'm ready. Because I don't just want to be, I don't just want to just do it and have all the gas about it and then get sparked.
You don't want a coach who's going to put you on stage if you're not ready.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the same mindset goes to this. Like, I'm on it to do everything. I want to challenge myself. I want to put myself out there, but I need you to make sure I'm ready. If I'm not ready, then...
How far off do you think you are?
Well, end of March, I fight. 16 weeks.
Yeah, true.
In terms of technical ability and being able to fight and take a shot and get in there, I can do that now. But for me, it's fitness. For me, my goal is, right, because I'm just starting out now, obviously, technically, I'm not going to be the best, but I want to be a machine in terms of engine. Like, if you're better than me, I'm going to outwork you, I'm going to outcard you, I'm going to outstrength you. So then at least in my head, that's my security, right? I've only been doing this a short time, but I can go 5 rounds, 3 rounds, as hard as possible and not fatigued. That's what sort of I have in my head in terms of my comfort blanket to fight. As long as I know it physically, I can put myself through however many hard rounds at 100% fitness-wise, then I don't care about fighting. I'll fight whoever. So
I fight anyone.
Fight anyone. So I'm going to give it New Year. You might see a couple call-out videos. I might just start sending for everyone and seeing. But yeah, man, until then, we're in here, we're training. We're building the business, we're pursuing extracurricular activities, so we call it. And yeah, man, I'm gonna take you through today. Troy's gonna go through some off-season shopping and some nutrition points as well. We're getting quite a lot of questions of that, especially it being winter and that sort of off-season time. I'm gonna take you to the new house, show you the renovation project. We've got a podcast with Revelation tonight about the business and Swench from the ground up. So busy day. And yeah, man. Let's get to it.
Today, I'm taking you guys shopping. Now, I've had a lot of questions about what I'm currently eating or how to kind of put together a little off-season diet. So today we're at Aldi. I think Aldi's a great shop. Chanel, not the biggest fan of Aldi, but we'll go into that later on. I'm sure you guys shop at different places and whatnot, but I thought Aldi, best bet, it's cheap, it's cheerful. So we're gonna go get a full shop in Aldi today. We're going to go through the shopping list. We're going to talk you through like a day's worth of macros, just to give you an insight to where I'm trying to get to. Hopefully it can help you guys out at home, make things a little bit easier in an off season, because just as hard as dieting is, off season or a gaining phase can be just as similar when it comes to making food and preparing meals and thinking of ideas and getting all the calories in. So there's a few little tips and tricks that we're going to go through. Today we're just going to go get the shop done quickly, and then we'll talk you through all the food.
How do you have your bananas?
How do you guys have your bananas? Chanel says she's got to have her bananas green.
And in the fridge.
I think yellow bananas are probably the best. So bananas, carbs to start with, that's going to be our first option. The only thing with Aldi's, the food goes out of date rapid. Only downfall. Compromise your price, compromise with how long they stay in your fridge. I don't know which one you want to go for. So onions. Chanel's actually going to make some peppered steak, which is fire. Real simple. A little bit expensive because we obviously use steak when probably the most expensive meat. But, you know, she's paying. But yeah, we're gonna put together a peppered steak, which is probably a couple of meals. So we got some onions, peppers, obviously. What seasoning goes in it?
You've got the seasoning at home.
Yeah, a little bit of seasoning, but low calorie, high protein, nice and simple, and actually tasty. So everyone out there eating chicken and rice, dead. Chanel loves Sainsbury's, but I'm trying to make it a bit easier for you guys in terms of price, because a big question we get asked all the time is, you know, how to fit your shopping budget into your week or to your day, or how to cut down, which I know can be difficult. But as I said, this is a absolutely banging meal. So we're going to go for the sirloin steak at £3.49. This will last 2 days though, but we are buying like 4 steaks. If you want to get big, you've got to spend the money. 4.
That steaks in Sainsbury's are cheaper, you know.
Are they?
Yeah. See?
So everyone out there as well, everyone's going on about these protein yogurts, which are fire. So we'll probably get a couple of them for the week. But Chanel's just said fluff rich,
So I've got to get it.
high protein chocolate mousse. We'll give a few of those a go. I'm a true like Snacker Jack fan, but I tried these the other day. Scott gave me some. I'm no lie, they were absolutely fire. 89p. We'll get a couple of them. What I use these for as well, I call these like, I don't know what I call them, I've just made that up. But like when I base my meals at the moment, I try and get some form of complex carb in. It's like rice, potato, pasta. Try and add a few like rice cakes, top it up, and then add like some form of cereal bar and some fruit. So if you think we've got 4 different types of like carbs going in there, if you eat that 4 or 5 times a day, that's 400 or 500 gram of carbs, because your carb intake's probably about 100 and something gram per meal. So it's nice and simple, but I'll show you the little bits which we're gonna add in now. So we've got fruit, got some rice cakes, got some protein puddings, we've got our steak. We won't get our rice from here because, as you all know, I'm 100% a VT sponsored athlete. So best rice in the world is VT sticky. Is it sticky rice? Sticky rice. That is the best rice ever, hands down. So I'm not going to buy rice from Aldi, unfortunately. Sorry, Aldi. Also, I'm getting sweets because I'm an actual human being who likes sweets and chocolate, so I'm allowed to do that.
Sugar-free or normal?
You know, because we live the lavish life. Kettles, crisps only.
Kettle crisps in Aldi? I didn't know.
Yeah. I'm calling it, this is better than Monster. Apricot and strawberry. I'm not getting any because we've got like 4 crates of it at home. Apricot and strawberry, sugar-free Red Bull is fire. It tastes like Roundtree's roll-ups. Do you ever remember them little roll-ups you used to get as a kid? Absolutely fire, sugar-free. I mean, I feel like Monster sometimes can be a bit too much to drink. It's a big can. So, I'm chatting so much shit, aren't I? But yeah, try these, sugar-free Red Bull apricot strawberry. Why is it apricot strawberry and not strawberry apricot? But yeah, apricot strawberry. Alphabetic order. See, this one. Smart ass, yeah. Apricot strawberry, absolutely fire. 14 grams of protein. No, yeah. Protein oats from Aldi. don't think they do these in like Tesco and your normal supermarket. So
Do the fuel one.
these are like 65p. Breakfast, a scoop or 2 scoops of whey for your breakfast, bit of fruit, pretty much spot on. So we'll get a couple of them to go for our breakfast. So we've got breakfast, we've got 2 meals for the day. What will be for dinner?
Pepper steak.
Peppered steak for dinner.
What's your 2 meals for the day?
So the steak is going to be our 2 meals for the day. That's mid-morning, that's dinner. We've got breakfast, Cocoa Pops, whey post-workout, and then like an evening snack, protein yogurt, some of the meal. Chinese, what? Chinese? Takeaway? Think about it. We've got a pack of rice, 75 gram. We've got one of these, 25 gram. That's 100 gram. That quick maths? Yeah. That's 100 gram already. Add a banana, 30 gram, 130. Add 5 rice cakes, 180 gram of carbs in one meal. That 5 times a day. What's 5 times 180? 600 and something. What did I say? 180? 180. 180 gram of carbs, wow.
900.
Times what?
900.
A few moments later.
It's 900, guys. So imagine if you're filling your meals out like that, it's an easy way to get them in. Rather than eating 180 gram of carbs of rice in one meal, which I'm sure a lot of you will agree would be an absolute ball ache. Not saying you've got to put all those things into your meals, but to make meals calorie or higher dense, higher carb meals, you can use different sources of carbohydrates to fill the meals up. Everyone's looking like I'm a fucking celebrity.
Stop that straight stuff. We're not fast.
Nah,
Not no more.
fast as fuck, boy. Oh, so there was an order to the bagging system.
Yeah, there was,
But
and you
because
messed
I'm
it
filming
up.
for YouTube, I just absolutely messed that up. So today's bill is £39.11p. I'm not saying that's a full shop for the week, but we're buying kind of bits and bobs just to prep for the next couple of days. Because if you've got, if you're able to cook for 2-3 days in advance, then perfect. First of all, breakfast was the oats, which we're going to put with some whey and add some fruit in there. Next meal would be like pre-workout meal. Depends, sometimes we have a pre-workout meal, sometimes we don't, depending on what time we're up in the morning. But we've got 2 peppered steak meals with rice. As I said, the additional carbs which you add in, rice cake, some form of fruit. And then we've got an evening meal and maybe some form of shake with our protein yogurt. As I said, it's so hard to kind of get all your carbs in just from one source of carbohydrates. So to keep it simple, we bring in rice cakes, we bring in squares bars, we bring in fruit, and add some form of complex carb to your meal, and it takes your carbs up quite drastically, as you've seen. So that is today's shop done. We're going to do a little bit of cooking at home as well. Well, Chanel's going to do a little bit of cooking. And from the previous video, introducing Chanel! I was going to say
I'm not
wife,
sure.
basically my wife, who has been the most supportive person through some difficult times, some fun times. How can I describe Chanel in 2 words?
3.
Okay, 3 words, okay.
Honest.
Honest?
No, I mean like be honest.
Oh. Okay, wow. 3 words. Okay, this is quite hard on the spot. We haven't planned this, by the way.
yeah.
We haven't planned this. Okay, I'm gonna say inspiring. I've never met another woman who's as inspiring as this one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Made that up. No, I'm joking. She's thoughtful. Wow, this is getting real deep for YouTube. Is this too much for YouTube?
You've done it now.
Yeah, sure. And what should we say? Hilarious, because this one thinks she's the funniest person on the planet.
I think that I am.
Yeah, she is.
Thanks.
And I think that's it. Life is good.
Obviously, it's a building site at the moment, but yeah, man, this is the Casa, is it de la Swench? How do you say it? Casa la Swench? Casa de Swench, or it soon will be. Me and Rox bought this March this year. just earlier, I think, to obviously build our family home. And we was waiting for planning permission. So long story short, we was actually going to do like a little small 3x3 extension, and then Rox got her renovation head on, and it was like, right, we might as well just do everything we want to do now rather than moving and wait. So then we've ended up doing a whole double extension and out the back. The drive's all getting done, full renovation on the inside, so you can imagine it's a lot of work. It's a lot of money as well. But like I said, it's literally, in the sense of what we're doing to it, it's our dream home. So it's it's a bit mad. But I thought, obviously, bring you guys through today, show you what we've been doing. And yeah, for those that are interested. Separate to the house, there was a garage. Obviously, that's gone completely now. And now we're going all the way up, double extension. So we're going to have garage at the front. The next bit is going to be, so the garage goes into a utility room / whelping room for the puppies and whatnot, dog utility. Then the next one is going into the kennels, which go out into the back garden. So yeah, man, it's going to be a big space. This garage door is going to be here, and actually, yeah, it comes a little bit further out from the house. So this is the garage. Come in here. We're actually not even going to have it as a car garage. It's going to be a gym, essentially. It's going to be like a studio. Obviously, Rox does like her train with Roxy classes and coaching herself. And because we're going to put gates on the front, we would rather you have this space. For now, anyway, we've got the option to do what we want with it. But for now, it's going to be a training space. Put my bike in here as well and whatnot. So this is all the garage. Then from here, we... So obviously it's going to be a concrete floor. You step up into here. This is going to be the utility. So with our house at the moment now, obviously we've got 7 dogs. So it's a bit of a madhouse. So that's why all this bottom floor, for the most part, is to keep the dogs separate. So as you come out the house here, this is going to be a utility. So we'll have like a dog wash, a whelping area, everything we need for the dogs. And then from here, there's going to be a door center. Step into here, and then this is going to be the kennels. So you're going to do like luxury dog kennels. Going to be like 5 kennels each side, all the way to here. All set up, aircon, heating, like luxury kennels. So they've got their own house essentially within the house, but it keeps it separate from our house. So yeah, that's the downstairs. And then above this, you're going to have a big master bedroom. So the master bedroom is going to come all the way here. Into a walk-through wardrobe, and then an ensuite, and then the front of the house is going to be that's going to be the 5th bedroom. So yeah, it's quite a big space, isn't it? I didn't realize until they actually put it together how big it is. So looking forward to having a space now, because the house now is fine, but it's not enough space at all. So then here we're going to have just French doors, because this will be the kennels. French doors out straight into the garden, and this is the reason we bought the house. To be fair, or one of the big selling points is just the garden. Massive garden for the dogs, literally perfect. Even with us building out, we've come like 7 feet or 8 feet from the existing house, and we've still got all this space. So this was like a massive selling point for us. We put a little concrete base down here, so we're going to have an outdoor kennel as well. So just so when we've got puppies and that, we've got a separate area. So we've got the kennels, we're going to have a little slabbed area there that's gated off. They're going to have this area with outdoor kennel and sort of fenced off there as well, so we can keep the garden. Obviously it's a trade-off. We've got dogs, so the garden is gonna get not messed up, but it's not going to be able to be kept as like pristine as we'd like it to. So with the separate areas and everything having a place, and the outdoor kennels and the indoor kennels, it gives us more of an opportunity to keep the garden nice and fresh. And obviously it's a beautiful garden. The sun goes like that way, so the trees don't block it out. You've got Cannock Chase right there. So yeah, this was a massive selling point. The bifolds are going in there. So it's going to be, you got your bifolds all the way across. There's going to be decking that comes out to here, to where these bricks are. So imagine you come out the bifolds onto the decking, little step down into the garden. So that's going to be nice. And then we'll have a little look inside as well. This is all coming out, this whole wall. So then this whole area is going to be kitchen, diner / like chill area. So we're going to have kitchen, no, let me get this right. Kitchen's going to be all along this wall. We're going to have a big 3-meter island there. It's going to be, where are we? It's going to be the fridge freezer here, and then a seating area, dining area there, and then big island here where the kitchen is. And then we're going to, over this side, have a TV on this wall, and then probably like an L-shaped sofa there. So it's like, we've got another front room, but then this will be the main area. So we've got a big open plan kitchen, dining room, chill area, and entertaining area. And then, I'd imagine this would be where the bulk of everything happens. Originally, the kitchen come to about there. So, and like I said, we was originally just doing this little extension. So kitchen comes to about there, but we've knocked that through. So now, obviously that's all the kitchen. Put this wall up. So this is the utility. So same again, just space really. So we're gonna have just cupboards, larder, coats, whatever, shoes, all in here. Yeah. So we got like our utility that goes into the dog's utility. So in terms of like doing all the dog food or dog walks or a tumble dryer, washing machine, it's all outside of the main house. So it's quite a big space as well, to be fair. So yeah, we got open plan kitchen, dining room, etc. We got utility. It's a bit dark now, guys, but you get the drift. We're gonna make this proper, like not like a cinema room, but almost very snug. Like we're gonna have this fireplace is going. We're gonna have a big sofa. We're not sure which way we're gonna have it yet, but big corner sofa or even like a double sofa. Big media wall TV, and then that will literally be in here because like I said, majority of the time we're probably going to be in the rest of the house, but like movies, chill, whatever will be in here. So we were thinking, what was we doing? Sofa even across here and across that wall, or one of the ways, and then on that wall there. But this is going to be the main sort of front room. Nice big hallway. There was like a thing here, like an old school porch thing. It was all there, so I knocked that all out. So we've got a big open plan hallway. This door's all going. We've got a big, nice open door that fills that because it's a mad short door, which is really weird. And then the last bit, I'll just quickly run you upstairs. This will be a spare room. This is a small little box room. Just going to put some bunk beds in there for my nieces and nephews and Roxy's nieces and nephews, and eventually our little ones. Second bedroom, this is going to be our office space. So it's a second bedroom, but obviously because we got the whole extension on the other side, this is going to be an office. So we're going to do 3 desks, make it a proper, like a proper cool contemporary office, like some turf and a little basketball hoop and beanbag, etc. This is getting knocked out, and then you would walk through there, and then to the right it would go into the bedroom. Walk-in wardrobe, ensuite bathroom, and if you go to the left, you go into the 5th bedroom. So fifth bedroom. But obviously that's the next step. And then we've got a bathroom, not massive, but like I said, we've got this bathroom, we've got a toilet downstairs, and then we've got the ensuite that's going to be in our room. I'm from like a working class family, like, the idea of, I don't want to say like the idea of doing something like this I never thought of because I've always believed in myself and whatnot, but having a 3-bed house and eventually owning my house one day and whatnot was, that is like what the goal was. Whereas now here, sometimes I don't know, sometimes I'm sitting down and thinking, okay, now I'm doing a crazy extension on a house that we've bought outright with everything that we'd ever want from it. Like it's a bit mad, it's a bit surreal. So I'm very, very grateful for everything and everyone that's enabled us to put us in a position like this. So it's exciting, man. It's a bit scary at the same time because I've never done anything to this magnitude in terms of money. Like, it's crazy. Anyone that doesn't even know, crazy amount of money. But it is going to be our family home, and once it is done, it's literally like it's going to have everything that we've wanted in it to, it's going to be unreal. So Roxy's really excited about it. She loves doing stuff like this. But I thought I'd give you guys a little insight, show you what's going on. It's a obviously we're getting older now, innit? So the content's got to, the content's getting a little bit more grown up. But this is where we're at with having babies and buying houses and renovating and whatnot. I'm excited about what bricks we've got and just little stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's excited. So make sure you're following the Swench Reno page. Swench_Reno if you're into this stuff. We're documenting the whole thing, all the internal stuff as well. Obviously, we've got everything internally to do as well. And then we'll get Dan back once it's all done, show you the final thing. But yeah, man, Swench HQ to be completed very soon. Well, guys, so little insight into the house. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It is 4:15. We've got a podcast tonight with Levelation, business, networking, investment, all sorts, just the business side of things. So I'm going to head to the barbers, get a little shape up, and then we're going to head there, show you guys what's going on there as well. So yeah, a little bit different today. We're just taking you with us. So we'll see you in a couple hours. Next location, we've made it, actually secret location. It's nice to be fair, it's to be recognised for what we've been doing and achieving in a business sense. So something a little bit different. Like I was saying earlier, it's mad, like our content's gone, we're doing grown up shit now, we're getting invited on business podcasts, we're doing buying bricks, we're doing food shops. So there, yes sir, what's happening? You had the treadmills there and have screens on the wall, like a squat rack or two. It's all in the pipeline. It's nothing that we've actually got anywhere with other than brainstorming. But as we've been brainstorming about doing our own private facility, so not like a full-blown gym, just like a exclusive training facility that's going to be like exclusive members, classes only, like a fitnessy, functional type of thing, because obviously we're in town as well. And then, yeah, long story short, I come here, had a meeting with David about the podcast, and he just happened to have this place and said, oh, we should have a look at this space. And I thought, this would be perfect. So I rang Theo, I said, because me and Theo have been talking about it, and said, yeah, man, we'll get the keys and have a little look this time. But it's a proper cool, it's like a cool, edgy, like kind of space, isn't it? With the bricks and whatnot. So yeah, watch this space, Swench. I don't know what we'd call it, but we're trying to build an empire.
Wake up, chase the bag, that's the raging. Heard we getting money, now they all on me. I ain't lying, I might flush some ice on my baked beans. I smell them haters, all they do is talk on me. Just another day, getting paid, they gon' hate anyway. They gon' hate, I feed the family, you spending money and she ain't even your babe.
I was in the 6:45, like 6:45. Them times I used to push it like salt and pepper. I was all about my money, didn't care about ops. Then niggas got jealous, then the straps got caught. They're gonna wait till I die, then call me a legend. Or bang me in jail, then slang me a sentence. You see, summer 14, that was one to remember. These niggas talk about this thing.
So yeah, guys, obviously wrap that up. Shout out to David, Levolution, little podcast. It's got a sick setup here. Like I said, we're gonna get our heads together with Theo about this space and see what we're thinking. But I don't know, man. It's just like a.
This is what's when you get proactive at doing stuff and things come your way. Like we've been saying, we're gonna do YouTube for ages. This is our second video, and look at the place that we're in right now.
Oh yeah.
The things that we've. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah, affirming what we're trying to do. Where a lot of people out there will want to do things, but the smallest steps and the smallest actions could help get you towards that. So whether you think it's making you no progress or what, just do something, make steps in the right direction.
Because even like with this space, like I said, in terms of the gym and whatnot, we haven't done anything about it. It's just been conversation between me, Troy, and Phil. But then I've come here. And even just me coming here, I've come here on my own. Like, I'm proper shit with stuff like Olive Oil stuff, but I've come here on my own and thought, no, fuck it, I need to go. Had a sick chat with David, put that together. He's like, oh, I've got this space as well, and he's just put us in this position here now. And then now he's like, oh, we're gonna do the academy thing. I'm like, oh, Troy's been putting that together with Chanel, and doing that together. So it's like being proactive, and even the smallest thing that might think is really tiny. It's a snowball effect, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, man. Today's sick because it's like the next sort of step for Swench as a business as well, in the sense of, right, we've still got a long way to go with the coaching, and it's a business that can always be scaled, but now off the back of that, it's right, we can now teach people how to do that as well. And I was joking about earlier in the video just about how like our content's like houses and business and whatnot now because we're getting older, but it's that natural sort of growth and evolution and whatnot. So yeah, man, another episode in the bag. So this is to the guy who said see you in 6 months. Fuck you, we're here.
Made it.
And yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Never forget, just in honor of the World Cup, never forget. Is he top goal scorer? Mosley Town.
How many did you score?
14.
And can you reference your favourite goal?
Yeah, I can actually. He was just a screamer.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, sure look.
What boots did you have?
I had the Talarias. So everyone will be able to relate with me here. I had the Nike Talarias because the Vapors were too expensive. I couldn't afford the Vapors. But the Talarias were like 70 quid. That was within budget. So I had the Talarias. They were like a light blue, grey colour with a dark line. And yeah, man, 14 goals this season.
40?
14. And anyone that knows back then, Moses Town goals, 14 goals. That's like a 30 goal season for a normal team. So.
Now I'm moving with the purple. Might rock Jordans or shoes on the church tip. On the right side of 30, I'll do a man dirty. Move sick like Lurgies, got sweet like Werber.